bit about the introductory courses that we have for the in Asian languages, mainly Hindi, Urdu, Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, Modern Chinese, Bhojpuri, and Sanskrit. I think many of you here, all of you maybe who are paid, everyone has paid I think here, and I'll be guiding you a bit how to log in first, and how to put your enrollment key, and what are the exercises that we have put in the introductory courses, and what are the formats that we are using. We'll not go through each language, but it is nearly the same, the formats, the visuals also, all are the same. I'll go only with one subject so that we'll not use time, because it will take time if I go one by one. Okay, so we'll start. So this platform that we are using is called the Moodle LMS, Learning Management System, and this system is one of the most popular systems, learning management systems that are being used around the world, and many universities, renowned universities are using this platform, and as you are saying, Moodle is a leading virtual environment and can be used in many types of environments such as education, training, development, and business settings. You can search about Moodle online, we'll not go through much detail, and you just have to concentrate how you have to proceed. And here, our virtual learning platforms are in Hindi, Urdu, Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, Modern Chinese, Bhojpuri, and Sanskrit in total 8 languages. And the addresses for our introductory courses are for Hindi, hindi.mgirti.org, Urdu, it's urdu.mgirti.org. You just have to add the name in front, Tamil, Telugu, Marathi, Chinese. But remember, for Chinese, not Modern Chinese, chinese.mgirti.org. Okay, and for Bhojpuri, bhojpuri.mgirti.org, and sanskrit.mgirti.org. It's not necessary that you put that HTTP column / / It's not necessary, because modern browsers they automatically take this HTTP / column and // Sorry. We proceed. Everyone has noted, I think. Okay. And here, our techno-pedagogical materials are in the format of PowerPoint, PDF, Word, Flash interactivities in the form of SWF format, SCORM packages, audio files, and video. We have given various formats for our users so that they do not have problems when it is across multi-platforms. I mean, laptops, tablets, mobile. For example, for instance, if I give you an example, Flash, for example, Flash, you can't use it on this SW format that we have. We can't use it on mobile. But alternatively, we have given a PDF. Okay? We have given a PDF so that the user can know that yes, what is in that Flash activity, we have it in PDF. You can, I think many of you will download these files, and you'll maybe the PDF file while going in the bus or while you're anywhere you are. You can use these files, you can consult them instead of going on the PC and using the Flash version of these these exercises and lessons that we have. But I may say one thing, that I highly recommend that you use laptops or tablets that have Windows, so that you can have the maximum. You can learn the maximum. You do not have those technical problems that we usually have while learning online. So you have to pay attention about this. And I'll open one PowerPoint so that to give you an idea how it is. So I open one for Chinese. Suppose I have to open for Chinese. You'll have it in PowerPoint format. You will have it like this. You have to go on full screen, but For users' facility, we have converted these PowerPoints into PowerPoint show formats, so that you do not have to go in the PowerPoint, the program opens like this, then you have to press on F5. No, you just have to download the file and it opens automatically for you full screen, so that you have you can use it, you see everything clearly. Okay, and this is an example of the PowerPoint that we have, and the second one we have one PDF. I'll show you one PDF. The same lesson you'll see, we have converted it into PDF, but only problem is that in PDF you can't play audio. But the icon will be there, but you can't play the audio. But in Flash version, you will be able to play the audio or in the PowerPoint show format. Remember this? Because PDF is portable document file, so it's something very plain. So I'll open one. Here you can see the same lesson that you saw in for the Chinese. It's in PDF. You can scroll around like this, and this can be used in across nearly all the platforms: tablets, mobiles, PC, laptops. You will not have any problem, but you need to have the softwares like Adobe Reader. Okay, Adobe Reader. You can download it from just search on Google. You get it, Adobe Reader. And if you have to surf on mobile or tablets, you have to go on Google Play Store. Google Play Store. Then you search for Adobe Reader. Then you will get the software that is required to open it in mobile, and easily you can open these files that we have created for you. And here also we have the Word. Word, in fact, what is in Word, we have converted it. Also, we have some for some languages. I'm not saying for all, but for some languages, we have also presented a Word. We have also produced a Word document. The same lesson that is in PowerPoint. The same. It's in plain version without pictures, nothing. It's just the plain version. For some languages, I'm not saying for all languages, but for some languages we have done this, and we have converted it into PDF. These documents also. And for Flash interactivities, you can see here on the platform, when you go on platform, I'll show you the platform, the Flash version. I'll come again in the login part. I'll come again in some moments. I'm just showing you how it is the Flash online. So here you can see you have a file. It's in Flash format. It's already written over here, Shockwave Flash. You have to click on this, and when you click on this, you will have this file. I'll not download it for the time being, but the file is already with me here. I'll open this file. You can see this also, this Flash file also opens full screen for you, so that you do not have to enlarge the screen. All these problems sometimes happens. And this one also is the same like PowerPoint. You can use these interactive navigational buttons over here that we have here. And it's the same like PowerPoint. You just have to surf, and you also have it's nearly the same, and you also have some links over here. You can interact with these links. Suppose I have to go on explanatory notes. I click here, then I go there. Okay. This is the Flash part, and we have also some SCORM packages. SCORM packages are what? It keeps tracks of some assignments, or not assignments, but some exercises that form part, that have come up from the lessons. I'll show you one SCORM package that we have here. It will be in this format. It will be written, there will be a box type of icon. This will be the SCORM packages. This one you do not need any software for it to function, but you have to open it in your browser, of course. Here, suppose I have to click on this one. I have to practice this lesson. I click on this drag and drop activity. You will see all the informations. You'll see all the informations regarding this SCORM activity. And this one has already been written. It's a drag and drop activity. To To go into this, to use this SCORM package, you have to click on Enter over here. Okay. When you click on Enter, you will have a screen here like this. The interactivity will load, but it all depends on your internet connection that you have at home. Sometimes it may take more time, sometimes it's just in a blink of an eye, and sometimes maybe if you're having some problems while loading these SCORM activities, then you have to use browsers, other browsers. The best browsers are Firefox, Chrome that you have to use. You see here, the SCORM activity has already loaded, and to tell you, these SCORM activities, they keep track. They give you points, and these points, they will be sent to your lecturer directly. An email will go to the lecturer, and also we'll have a record of how many times you have attempted these SCORM activities. So I'll just show you one example. You see here, it's for Chinese, and here it's a drag and drop activity. Suppose I have to drag and drop this one, you have to drag and drop like this. For the time being, the answers, only one answer is good here. So you see here, it's sad. Okay, so you also get the answers over here, whatever you don't know. Okay, so this is one example of a SCORM package, and you'll also have some audio files where you can play. This one is a lesson from the introductory course of Bhojpuri. You have to click on this audio icon. Every time you see this audio icon in any place in your PowerPoint, you know that this is an audio. So what text you have there, you can also listen to that. So we click here. I'll just make you listen
carefully. The whole conversation between Renu and Raj. They happened to meet each other near a shop and exchanged few words.
Namaste Raj.
Namaste Raj.
As it's saying,
Namaste Renu. कैसे होगा?
the text also, you just have to follow.
How are you?
And you have to remember that we are not introducing
Everything is fine.
the script itself at the start. For many languages, we are not starting from the script, we are starting from basic conversations, okay, that we use in daily life, so that you get used. Then we'll go to the complicated, not complicated, but the scripts for these languages. And here also you have a video file. Also video file, I'll show you one video file from the Sanskrit introductory course. I'm merging a bit the languages so that you know it will be, so that you know that it will be the same for all the languages also. Maybe there will be slight variation in the content, but it's nearly the same. Here we are in Sanskrit. I go to my course section. And for the facility of learners, we have embedded YouTube videos so that you can view videos directly from this Moodle platform. You don't have to go, your lecturer doesn't need to give you a link, then you go on YouTube, then from YouTube you press on play, then from play, full screen, all these things. No, you just have to click here on the play button over here and your video starts. It's just like you use YouTube. I think many of you are using YouTube today to consult for lessons, to learn something. So I'll just show you for 2 seconds. So you can see some videos that we have embedded from YouTube, and it continues like this for other languages also. For some languages we'll be providing, for some languages where it's not necessary that we have to, but it's not say that we have for all languages. Okay? And after that I have already shown you this part. You have noticed in these techno-pedagogical materials, these PDF, these PowerPoints, these Word Flash interactivities, these are called techno-pedagogical materials. It's not like a book, but it's techno, digital thing, digital content, as we say. So here you can see that we have the visuals, design and layout of the techno-pedagogical materials are user-friendly. You will not get any problems while surfing through these lessons. Here you can see where it's this shape, you know that is conversation. While this one, you know that this one is a back button, this one is a home button, and this one, home I mean, where there's a table of contents. And here it's the next button, you have to go into the next slide. And here it's the close button. I mean, suppose you have to go, you have to quit the lesson, you can click on this one, you close the lesson. And here, this one is when you have an exercise related to what you have learned in the previous slides. Okay, you'll have it here. And also you'll have this sticky note. I think many of you are used to, in offices we use it when you have to load something, we use it. Some notes, someone has phone, you have to write a number. It's just these user-friendly things that we have put in our techno-pedagogical materials so that you do not get lost in these materials. So this one is clear. And here also for helping you in this Moodle platform, in the exercises that we have, and what I'm saying in brief, you will have it in this Moodle guide. For each language, I think for those who have already enrolled in the courses, you will see that at the top, I'll show you, at the top, you'll have a Moodle user guide here. It's in PDF format. So you can use it, you can download it and you can view it, you consult it, and you can have some idea about how it is. And I'll try to open one. This is for modern Chinese Moodle user guide. You have some information about Moodle requirements. Requirements section is something that you have to take into consideration, because this is the main thing, the root thing that you need to have, the softwares, the hardwares you need to have so that you are able to view, or else you can't view these lessons. And here you have some information about mobile devices, internet speed, especially internet speed also is something very important. If you have already downloaded the file, it's okay, but for people who have a low internet connection, I request you to download it, to download it or consult it in a place where you have high-speed internet connection. But I'm not saying that you need to have fiber or extreme speed internet connection. I'm not saying this. But still, if you're seeing that you're having some problems in connection, then you can go somewhere else and you download it and you consult them. And here you can see you have some support where you have to go if ever you have some problems with you have problems while going to the Moodle platform, where you have to take support, where you have to email, and also how you need to log in. I'll show you in some moments, and how you have to proceed in the registration you have already done, okay, and how you have to proceed through the login process and some activities. So this is a brief guide that we have provided to you, so that contains the basic information that you need. And here to log in, now I'll come towards the question. Now I'll come to the most important part, which is the login part. So to log in, you need to go on your addresses. Suppose it's hindi.mgi.ti.gov. I have already given you all the addresses that you have. You have to go in your specific language, and I log out. I do it from scratch. Suppose I have to go in Sanskrit, then I type Sanskrit. .mgi.ti.org. You may have noticed something that as soon as I'm typing, I already have some suggestions from internet from the browser, because I have already surfed through this link before. So here you can see that you have the link, and I press on enter. Or you can press here, there was a next button over here. as soon as you press on enter, you'll have some page like this. It's the same for all platforms. It's the same. It's nothing different. And here you have to register. You have already registered. You will not allow this. So here you have to go on login. You have some informations. You read the informations that have been provided. It's important. You don't ignore it, please, because there are some very important informations on this here. And you can see some academic some contacts over here. You have to consult these so that you know where to go when you are stuck. Okay. And here you have login button. You click on this login button. It's orange color. It's the same for all platforms. And here you have to input your username. Up here you have username. You have to input it, but be careful about uppercase and lowercase. As we say, capital, tilde, as we say. So you have to be careful on that because many users have been telling us that they are having problems while logging. So it's our system is good here. We have all the username and passwords. There's no problem in our system. It's the way you have inputted the username and the password. You have to pay attention on the lowercase, uppercase, and also digits. Digit symbols also you have to pay attention, like at, dash. Sometimes some people put underscore, sometimes some people put it dash. There's a difference. You have to pay attention on this. So here and also here, password. I strongly recommend you that you don't type it. It's better you copy it in a Word document somewhere, you put it there, okay, or if you're traveling or something, you have to put it in your mobile somewhere, but keep it confidential, of course. And here, you have to put your password, you just copy it, because the passwords, the requirements for the password while registering, I think many of you might have that problem, that it was requesting for numbers, uppercase letters, lowercase letters, and some symbols. I think many of you have had that problem at first. Though there was a notification, there was an instruction over there. But you have to be careful. That's why I'm telling and strongly recommending that you copy. Yes? 3 times wrong, you have to contact, if you get the username you can't log in, then you contact your coordinator, okay? Well, then the coordinator will pass on the message to us, the technical team, okay? Then we'll help you accordingly. No, we haven't put such a system like it blocks your account. No, it's not like Google. Google will request you for your mobile, all these informations. But for our system, it's not like this. If you're getting problems, you just contact your coordinator. You just send a message, then we'll revert back. Yes, of course. But you inform your coordinator. You inform your coordinator. But if ever everyone wants to change the password, we'll send you a link. We can send you a link where we'll request you to change your password. We can do this. But if you see that your password is not necessary that you have to change, then you don't change it. But if you have to change your password, you inform us better. Inform us. And here, I have already told you that you have to be very careful on passwords, because passwords, you can see, you can't see the characters here. Here I can see it, but here I can't see it, because it's security purposes. And here I have to click, and remember username. You remember username if ever you are at home, if ever you know that this device I'm using, not anyone else. If ever you have checked this tick button and you are using it in a cyber cafe, then what will happen? Someone may log in. You have already uploaded your lessons. Sometimes someone may delete all your posts, and anything can happen. Anything can happen. So you have to be very careful on this also. So here for the time being, because it's my laptop, so I have to click on remember username. As soon as I click on login, here you can see there was a problem. in the login process. So I have logged in the system as, now for the time being I am administrator, but you will log in as a student, and when you log in, you have the course you have enrolled for. Okay, you have enrolled for. I'll show you in some moments how you have to enroll in a course. Here, just give me 2 courses, and I'll show you now. So now I have logged in as a student. I suppose you taking my place. So I'll. This is my enrollment key for Sanskrit. I'll not show you. I'll go quickly down. Here, it's my course. You have to go on my course. For the first time, when you log in, you will not have anything here. Okay? Because you haven't enrolled in any courses. Now you have to click on my course over here, up. Okay, it's at the top, just after Mgi LRC. You have to click on this here, my course. After you click on my course, you will be brought here. Here you can see some students who have successfully registered and started using. Okay, I think many of you have got the letters that we sent containing the enrollment key. Okay, for those who haven't received, okay, you just contact us after this session, and then we'll do necessary for that. Okay, here you'll see here there's a small text box. Over here you have to copy paste the enrollment key, and also I request you here you use the copy paste function. Just like I did, I copied the document I sent you. You copy the enrollment key, but you have to be careful. You don't leave any spaces while you select here. You see here, there's an additional space over here. This is not good. You have to select only till B over here. Okay, right click, then you copy, or you press on Ctrl C, you can get it. Or if ever someone is doing through tablets or mobile, you have to type it manually, of course. But through mobile, if you have the Word document in your mobile, you can copy it, but it's a bit difficult. So here, I'll press on my keyboard Ctrl V for copy paste, or I can right click over here. Right click, then click here. Paste or paste as plain text, but for the time being I click paste this one. And if ever you want to see if you have rightly inputted the enrollment key, you just have to click here on unmask. Okay? As soon as you click on unmask, you can see here that you can see the enrollment key that we have put. So here I'll click on enroll me after that button over here that you can see. Okay? As soon as I click, you see I am enrolled in the introductory course for Sanskrit. It's just a matter of seconds. Okay? You just have to know how to copy paste. You don't have to do any mistake, because you can do mistake, but the computer can't do mistake. This I can tell you, because it has already saved all the functions, all the password in its database. So here you can see that I have already enrolled in the course. You have some information about the course, and you'll have this is called the workspace. Okay, your main workspace that you'll be using for your Moodle platform, for the assignments, for the lessons, for the assignments, for interactivities, for news that your lecturers will be providing throughout the course. Anything, your chat session also, you can. There's a function here, but many of you will be using Skype. Okay, we'll be using Skype because many of you use it here, and it's easy, it's better, and the quality is better than any other software. We have the chat session over here, but we'll use Skype, it's better. So here you can see in the news forum, there will be some announcements up-to-date information about the course, anything regarding the course. You'll be informed in this news platform, and you'll also receive a copy in your email. You have to check your email. Okay, it's very important that you check your email. And here you can see you'll just have to, suppose here for some languages you have to download the fonts, and you just have to click here. I think this one you already know. You have to play it. You can play it. I have already shown you this. And this is the lesson. This is the lesson. Or suppose this is a Sanskrit lesson for one, lesson unit 1. Some information, some pictures accompany it. Then here you have a PowerPoint show. Okay, PowerPoint show file that you can open so that you can view it directly on your PC. And you have to just click, then it starts to download. And here you have the PDF version of the PowerPoint that you are seeing. If ever you're having some problems, until it is solved, you can consult the PDF version of the PowerPoint. And here you have some activities, some flash activities, some exercises, and also you have some SCORM activities which you can practice just to enhance your knowledge, to test yourself if ever you have read your lessons well. And also, if you have any questions after the lessons, you have to contact your coordinator. Maybe it can be through messaging system, through email, or you can use directly over here also. See here on the right corner, right hand side. Here you have latest announcement on the platform. You'll have it directly there, and you will have the calendar if you want to consult any event. And if ever you have a new event, suppose there's a Skype session. Okay, your lecturer will set a event there. Then you'll get it in your account, student account. Then after that, you have to be present for the Skype session. It will be a time based on a group of students what you have decided. Okay, it's not like someone is at 12, at 7. No, it's not like that. You have to contact. You have to on the platform. Everyone should decide at which time it's convenient for you. Okay, it's because the lecturer will not be available every time. Okay, because he also or she also has other works also. So it will not be so long, but you have to keep your questions ready at any time, because it's not like when you're logging, then the questions come. No, you have to prepare your questions. But you have to read the lessons, of course. And if ever you have any comment, you have to add regarding the lesson 1 or the platform itself, you can add a comment. But please be constructive comments, please. So here, and also we have a messaging system. If you want to send a message to a student, also, if you want to send it, you have to go in messages over here. And on messages, suppose you have to send a message to a student who is enrolled in this course, you can do this also. Okay? And your lecturer also you can send from this messaging system. But many of you will be using email, but I recommend that you use this function over here. And here you will see who is logged in. You'll have information about which student is logged in. You can contact that student. Here also you can see here, Sanskrit student. Suppose if there was another user at this time who has logged in, there would have been a messaging, a small message icon over here. You just click, you can send him a message directly on the Moodle platform instead of going on his profile of the user, and then after that you send the message. You can do it directly over here. And here the people, the same thing, it's nearly the same thing. Here the participants, you'll have a list of participants who are in this enrolled course, so that you have that sense of collaborative work. And when you learn digitally, I myself, when I did my course, I have learned something that when you work collaboratively, you learn better. Okay, you ask questions not necessarily from the. If there's a doubt, you don't want to ask from the lecturer for the time being. You ask from your friend. You can use this function. Yeah. Okay. And I think this is Enrollment Key. Yes, I think I have given you quite some information about this introductory course.
Urdu, Mrs. Sakina. Telugu, Mrs. Reena Dalia. Please come forward. Mrs. Manikam from Tamil, coordinator Tamil. Sanskrit, Mrs. Kirti Ramjatan. Bhojpuri, Arvind Visesar. Modern Chinese, Priscilla. Just have a seat, have a seat. Panel member also, Vinay, please. Any panel member? Lakshmi Jaman, you also come. Coordinator and the panel members.